everybody. I hope you're doing well. This is the second time I've done this video. The first time I had two clips to make one because my battery died. And when I put my memory card in to my little box thing, I don't know what you call it, where you can see all the videos, and I usually delete the old ones, and I deleted the beginning of that video. So all I had was the ending, which is 5 minutes long, which is better in my opinion because I look better now, I think, than I did this morning. I've been crying. Something happened last night that kind of gave me thoughts I shouldn't have, or maybe I should have. I'm so confused. I meditated last night, as I have been doing for a little while now, and I'm all in trance and feeling, awesome that I'm doing what I'm doing. And I felt the bed shake. I opened my eyes, it stopped. I closed my eyes and immediately it shook again. And I'm sitting there thinking, this feels like the second bed thumper, the aggressive one, not the itty bitty short one, the big head. So this went on probably a good 10 minutes. And there were times where I did not open my eyes, and I can really tell that it pissed him off. I'm hearing noise all the time. I felt like he was crawling to the middle of the bed at some point, but he did work his way around like he used to. Eventually, I just stopped. I did the meditation for 17 minutes and I just stopped. It's really hard to concentrate when your bed is being shook like crazy. And once again, he shook it so hard that I saw my pillow doing this. So I stopped and I was doing my games on the phone. I'm still sitting up as I have been communicating with them. I stay sitting up. And I keep looking up at the spots at the ceiling, and they weren't there and they weren't there. And I'm like, oh, they're late. And then finally I looked up there and the clear geometric shapes was up there. Put my phone down and I said, good evening. Nothing. And I'm like, Jacob, are you there? Nothing. And I look over at that area. There was an entity that I thought was Ezekiel. And so I'm just talking away at him. I was talking about how, did you hear me laughing and crying this morning because I was just so happy about your wings and your face? I was just going on and on and on about him. And I noticed he wasn't moving. He was a little bit. He would step away from the wall and kind of just stand there. And then I told him, oh, every now and then I would say, is Jacob not here? Jacob, are you there? Nothing. So finally I looked over at the entity and I said, well, I don't know what we're going to do because I know you can't do the shapes for yes and no. So I don't know how we're going to communicate. There was no movement. And at that time, I was like, I think Zeke would have walked over to me after I said that. And he stood there, and I sat in silence for a little while because I was thinking, is that Zeke or what? I don't understand. I kept asking for Jacob, still nothing. Every now and then, it looked like shapes are trying to come in, but right when they started, they withdrew. And they did a couple of times. And in the very beginning, a blue haze came in, and which was odd because it's usually white. And you can see reflecting things in there, then they all disappeared. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is just weird. Something is off. And I was telling that entity, something's really off. Something is wrong. No movement. And I thought, well, I'm going to do this. And I said, Zeke, would you mind coming over here again and showing me your face? But you have to come close so I can see. He didn't move. I want to say he moved a little bit when I said that. He didn't come over. And I said, you're not Zeke. And he stood there, didn't move. And I'm in my head thinking, okay, Zeke and Jacob, the second bed thumper's here. I can't remember what I said. I think I said he's threw the shapes up. I didn't get anything. And I said, are you guys not coming in tonight? Nothing. And so I sat there for a while. Nothing was happening. I waited to see if Jacob was coming, and Ezekiel, nothing. And then I just kind of laid down and went to sleep. Usually, when I go to sleep, I am woke up with the shapes, with ETs in the room. No, that didn't happen. And so I woke up this morning, and immediately I started crying. I cried hard because I am the person who needs confirmation all the freaking time. So I'm like, that wasn't Zeke. Why didn't he come? He is my guardian. Why didn't Jacob come in? He's my protector. Although I knew this entity wasn't going to do anything, I just felt off. I wasn't scared. I just felt eerie because he stood there until I laid down. And I'm pretty sure he still stood there. And so when I woke up this morning, I was crying. And then I started saying, what if my mind just made all of that up? Maybe Zeke isn't real. Maybe Jacob's not real. And then I started saying, who am I? Who am I to think I deserve to be the soulmate of an angel? I'm not that good of a person. I'm not that evolved as a soul to have an angel as my soulmate. And I cried and I cried. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not that good of a person. And I'm sitting here putting myself down, and I still am. I'm in disbelief. And I'm needing confirmation. Of course, I'm not getting anything yet. Then my mind really starts working. Why do they not come to me during the day? Why do they not orally, verbal talk to me? I heard the protector talk to me. I heard his voice. And why he doesn't do it now, I don't know. And why Zeke doesn't do it, I don't know. But I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of angry. I'm mortified. My heart is broken. You name it. Every negative emotion I have right now. And it's a good thing that I'm not crying at this moment, but I'm pretty sure I will eventually. And I have a washcloth on my computer desk in preparation. But I do know for a fact that when I take a shower, I don't walk around in the house after. I just come straight to bed. I'm pretty sure that when I'm in the shower, I'm going to break down again. And then when I come to bed, I will still be crying. But if I see Zeke and I see Jacob, I'm going to insist on them verbally talking to me. I don't know what to think of this. Who could a entity be to morph into somebody he's not and sprout wings and show me his face and wearing armor? Who would go through all that, I'm trying to make sense of it, so I'm kind of going back and forth of thinking this, trying to make sense, put it all together, but this why keeps coming in. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to think. But I will say this. I'm tired of shit happening to me. I'm very tired. I spoke to God out loud today as I was crying. And I told him, I know you hear me. Why, since my birth up until today, why has my life been so difficult? Pretty sure I put it in my soul contract. But I do know some of these soul contracts are too much for us. There is a way, I think, you can change it. I tried. It's not working. It's too much for me. I've had enough. And I kept telling him, I know you hear me. And I'm bawling. And I said, since my awakening, I tried to be the best person I can be. I try to be nothing but love for myself and everybody else, even my enemies, even my abusers. Why can't I have something good? And then I would repeat, I know you hear me. And I'm bawling. I'm sitting there thinking, since birth, Every single family member has bullied me, abused me, treated me badly. Some of them would hit me clear up until today. Every relationship has been crap, bad. I can't emphasize that enough. And I'm sitting here thinking, why me? Why me? And I know we're not supposed to do that because the universe hears you and it brings back what you're putting out. I understand that. I really do. Since my awakening, I think I've only done that 4 times. And in between those times, I never said that. I tried to be positive. I tried to think positive, do positive. You know, it just doesn't work. I try to manifest, that doesn't work. And I'm pretty steady at it. I'm very detailed at it. Nothing. I feel like I'm doomed for a shitty life. And I don't want that. I don't know what to do. Why do these souls come to me? Now I don't know. I have no idea. At first, I thought it was because of who I am. I don't know. But I want to add something really quick before I forget. I forgot this in the last video. I know in one of my videos, I had talked about me being a female. I was an extraterrestrial. I had really long legs, a chiffon dress on. It was soft and pretty. My legs were like really pink, but it looked powdery, whitish pink. And you could see blood veins lightly in them. And I'm strolling down the road in this dress that I love, and the wind blowing through my dress and me. I have a little square white purse that was real shiny. And I want to say I was bald. Something keeps telling me that. I don't know why. I keep shifting because I'm hurting. I'm walking down a neighborhood. Let me back up. There is a street and there's sidewalk on both sides. Very manicured, beautiful houses. I mean, wow. And so I know I'm approaching the house. I'm just enjoying the day. I'm full of love. I know I'm loved. Everything is love, you know? And so I open the front door. Let me back up. There's white mountains behind our house. And not too far from our house, the land goes out just a little bit, then it drops off. And I was saying this in the first video. It was being channeled to me because I don't remember that part. And then I walk into the house. And I know I lifted my leg and grabbed my heel. I was going to take it off. And then I hear in my head, no, leave it on. And I was like, oh, okay. To my left was a closet, like a coat closet. Straight ahead was our living room. It was a drop down, beautiful white couch, beautiful lamps. Everything was beautiful. And there was an enormous flat screen TV on the wall. And then I'm looking straight ahead and nothing but windows, ceiling to floor, end to end. And then to the left, as I'm passing the closet, is the kitchen. It had like a quartz crystal countertop with a sink on it. And then it was like an island, a really long island. And then on the other side was a stove, what looked like a stove. And I'm not sure what else. And there were small appliances on the countertop on that side that I'd never seen before. It looked really upscale. It was nice. I never seen the male in there, but he was in the kitchen. And I walked straight to the living room, to the windows, and I knew that was my favorite spot to be because it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And so I'm sitting there admiring those white mountains and how they're jagged and everything. It just was beautiful. Then I feel a hand touch my hip. And it slowly went across my stomach and around the other hip, and he pulled me close to him. Touch means a lot to me. It means a great deal to me. I'm not talking about, Hey, by the way, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about intimate touching, like a long hug, um, physical touch, prolonged and soft and loving. That was all. It like stopped. I'm pretty sure where that was going, but it stopped. And I asked Jacob if that was me and Zeke, and he said yes. With Jacob communicating with me with information about Zeke throws me off. Because I'm like, if that really wasn't Zeke, who was Jacob? And was he lying? And all of this is going through my head because last night did not make sense. It did not make sense. I mean, I thought about it all day. And I know when I start editing this video, I will probably start crying. And I don't want to because my ex will be coming home shortly. I don't like crying in front of people. But again, once I get in the shower, I know it's going to flow. I can feel it. I can feel it building. My heart aches. My heart is broken. I will keep you updated. I don't know if they'll be here tonight. I hope they are. If they're not, of course, I'll let you know tomorrow. If they are, of course, I'll let you know tomorrow. But other than that, I really don't have anything else to say. And I'm sorry. This might be short, but I hope we've had a good day or night, or both. I love you all, and I'm going to send each of you love, light, and peace. Bye.